Can everyone hear me all right? Woo! All right. I'm really honored to be here, and I'm very happy to see so many folks gathered here today for such an important event and the anniversary of the Chicano Moratorium. Today, I want to take a moment to talk about gentrification in our communities, specifically Lincoln Heights. These past couple of years, I know all of us, we have heard the word gentrification, gentrification, gentrification over and over again, to the point where it's become a buzzword. It's lost its sense of urgency, its sense of violence, its sense of erasure. But for us locals, for us natives that have lived here our whole lives, that lived experience of gentrification is something we cannot shake off. How many of us here have noticed the changes in our community, the changes in our businesses, the changes in buildings, development in our people? You know, folks often tell me that gentrification is a good thing, that it cleans up our streets, it creates diversity and opportunity within our communities, but we all know that's not true, and we all know that that's not right. We all know the violence that erasure perpetuates. We all know that these changes are not for us. And we know that those coming in are displacing and replacing us because our communities are not vacant. Lincoln Heights right now is at the epicenter of luxury development as we speak. We have the highest eviction rate in all of Los Angeles. We are the first suburb of LA, the original East LA, and that can all be erased. We have the oldest homes in all of Los Angeles, some of the oldest brick buildings in all of LA, and they're being demolished. They're being flipped and sold for millions, and our locals are being evicted. We simply cannot afford to live here anymore. This has been happening since 2020. The community that I grew up in is changing right before my eyes. I've written about gentrification for over 10 years. I've done research about it for so long, but nothing compares to seeing your neighbors being evicted every day. Nothing compares to your own apartment building being put up for sale. So what do? We fight back. We join forces with our neighbors and we fight back. And that looks different for everybody, and that's okay, because there is a role for everyone. We need to document our communities. We need to fight developers. We need to fight the city. We need to challenge the classist and racist laws and policies in place. We need to hold our politicians accountable, and we need to heal our community, and we need to prioritize our most individual community members. We need to organize as a community and as individuals. One way you can do this is to take over and run your neighborhood councils. I want to be clear that when I say join your neighborhood council, I don't mean to join and assimilate to the system. You're joining to radicalize it. You're joining to make a difference. If you want to dismantle any system of oppression, you need to learn and understand how it runs. I am the first brown Chicana to be president of the Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council, and at the same time we have the first Chicana vice president. We are the first neighborhood council in all of 99 to pass a ceasefire resolution. We have drafted letters against development. We have spoken at city hearings, and we've successfully stopped demolitions, and we've stopped high-rise developments. We've given a voice to our community in a time where the city is trying so hard to ignore us. Let it be clear, the city does not like our neighborhood council. They've even put an ordinance to control neighborhood councils and to create term limits for us. They're trying to silence us because they see us taking over these platforms. Lastly, I want to talk about a 7-story luxury building that is being proposed in Lincoln Heights across the street from the park, right in front of the DMV. The park, Lincoln Park with the lake, that is the oldest ecosystem and habitat of all of Los Angeles. It is a migratory hub for over 200 species of birds from all over the world. We even found endangered species of bats when we conducted a survey, and this developer has displaced the rehab center that used to be on that property. The city does not care. The developer does not care. They want to develop. But this project has not been approved yet. What can you do? Well, I hear there's a protest coming up September 12th. Pull up, defend Lincoln Heights, defend your community, fight against gentrification. There is no room for luxury development in our community. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Please visit our booth back there for more information. We have flyers. Lastly, I want to remind us all that our ancestors survived erasure and colonization through community and through mentorship from our elders. We cannot gatekeep knowledge, nor our struggles. We cannot win this alone. Love you all. Thank you for having me. Ometeo.
Yeah, bro.